past eating now? Has Chrissy rubbed off on us that much?
Bitch, I've been eating since the beginning of
Snack
this.
check.
This
I
is
wish
true.
Chrissy would rub
everyone.
off on me.
Hey. Wait a minute.
I'd let Chrissy rub off on me.
Uh,
I hope that wasn't live.
totally was.
Oh,
Hey guys. Hello, internet.
Would too. I say it again.
Oh
I mean,
shit.
she's cute as hell, but goddamn.
Oh man, never a dull day. We love it here. We have a terrible time. Hey, welcome back to All Hail the Queen. This is a D&D doing it live thing, where we pretend to do stuff and then yell at each other sometimes and laugh with each other all the time. It's great. I'm Magic, Cat Wrangler for the evening. Let's go around the table, introduce ourselves, our characters. I'll get you all up to speed on what happened last time, and then we get to shenaniganize.
Yeah, that starts with me. Hey, everybody. It's me, Sir Heckalot. You know, I'm here. I'm on your screen. And as per usual, tonight I am playing Aster, the Shifter Circle Wildfire Druid. We go to Bright next. Oh, no,
Hi,
we can't
everybody.
hear
My name's Bright. I don't know what shenanigans means, but it sounds like a really terrible transformer.
you.
I'm Spunk. Go ahead, Hyacinth.
Hiya, it's me, Hyacinth. I am playing, Icarus, our elf Oath of Redemption Paladin. That's what I am. On to my twin, Corn Dog.
Hi, it's me, Cortac McGraw. I'm playing Juno, the Twilight Domain Cleric. Over to you, Chrissy.
I'm Chrissy. Go ahead, Magic.
Damn. We don't even get the Ulta
It's not
introduction.
even complete.
Shit.
It didn't even work. You hit the 2-word limit, though. You can't do any more than that.
Chrissy, she's Ulta. She's Quasolta.
I feel like Chrissy's intros are like the sending spell, but the limit is just like 2 to 5.
You have to roll whichever it is.
27
It's-
syllables.
It's 1d6 plus 1 words.
Uh-huh.
That would be so funny if she's been rolling this whole time.
That'd be pretty good. Anywho,
6 time.
That's why it's +1.
yeah, exactly.
Minimum of 2.
Oh man, never a bad time. Anywho, hey, last time we were here, we decided to visit Aster's tribe, and not knowing that what exactly that would entail, we happened upon one of Aster's favorite times of year, I think, the fabled Festival of Dreams, where we are, in short, experiencing overall culture, the various cultures and aspects of druids across the continent, including and especially the Karu tribe, Aster's tribe. Some notable features that we've had so far are like basically like astral projections of people in this place, and then as well as a place here that we know that you could do that to project yourself into other tribes that are hosting as well, and various events that are happening throughout the day here. I think a couple of you participated in a rousing game of Dragon's Chess. You've tried some food and other substances, and met Aster's at least father and mother so far. You were greeted with like basically roaring crowds of people who clearly know who you are somehow. And I think we ended on Aster's mother coming up to you all and basically telling her that the war parade is about to start, or the warriors parade. That's what it is. The warriors parade was about to start, and she wanted Aster to at least help her with her war paint, if not also participate in the parade itself. Have I missed anything? Anything you guys want to add?
I think that's mostly
No.
it. We
I
spent a
do
lot of time in the
believe
Cave
that
of Life.
Spunk ate some drugs,
Yeah.
unbeknownst to the rest of the group.
We did do a behind the scenes sleight of hand check for that, and it was mostly successful. Aster would have been able to notice that Spunk snuck some stuff, but that was it.
We were playing a game.
You are playing a game?
I was winning.
Oh, yeah. You did win against Ulta.
Didn't they set it up again? Because I decided to steal.
Oh, you tried to steal a bunch of the pieces.
Yeah.
One of the guys asked you to put it back.
I'll play you for it.
You want to play me for what?
For this, and they'll gesture at the game.
Is this like what you were doing before with the coins?
Yeah. Wait. What?
You guys were
Yeah.
basically placing bets on your game.
No, I know. But
Oh, okay. What
I'm
is
dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
that? Sorry, I couldn't tell if it was you or Spunk not you're doing that. Anyway.
The veil is thin. Yeah. In fact, and he'll like unroll his tongue, and the coin will be sitting there on like his tongue forms into like a hand, and there's a coin sitting in the palm, and he'll pluck it with his real hand as he wraps it back into his mouth, and he'll place the gold coin on the counter, and he'll be like, "I'll play you for the game versus money. You can give it to your your grandparents so they can afford the better afterlife hospice care."
Interesting.
Do they wait, hold on. Wait. Aster! He'll scream knowing that not knowing that you're right behind him.
But like also she's busy. Like
She's talking to
she's
mom too.
going off. Yeah.
Drugs. Aster!
I mean, like how have I already gone? Like where am I?
I'm gonna leave that up to you. This whole thing is theater of the mind. The whole space is huge with some offshoot spaces. So I'm gonna say if you're still here, like just talking with mom at the moment, and you could hear Spunk, that's up to you.
Can I see
Yeah, I mean,
where
like-
Aster is?
I was more under the impression that like we had at the end of last session, like I had gone off to do the thing.
Okay.
Oh.
So Spunk at the moment, Aster is not in sight and not responding to you.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and wipe it across my forearm and write a little note to myself on my arm. Ask Aster if people die again in the afterlife, and then put my hands down and look at the man who I was talking to before. Where were we?
You were explaining this game aside from the game that
no,
we're
you
about to
were
play.
explaining the game.
Yes,
And
but
I was
this...
playing it better than you. So I will play you for the game. If I win, you give it to me. And I take it from you.
And if I win,
And if
I
you
get
win, you
these
get
coins.
these coins.
I will agree to these terms if you tell me what you call this game
What?
within the game.
This game that you just taught me?
The game that you just taught me.
What the fuck are you talking about? You taught me how to play this. What is it? What are we playing? Dragon chess? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about the gambling.
Yeah.
Kuatoan checkers or whatever it is? The game that we're playing is somebody said it was Dragon chess? That's what we're playing, that game, or do you mean the gambling?
Gambling, is that what it's called?
Yeah. When you put up two things of approximate value and make a wager over it, and one person walks away with a bunch of things and the other person gets nothing, then one of us gets to enjoy the schadenfreude of the other person having nothing. And I feel better. You will either feel better knowing that I'm, well, not poor, but slightly less rich without these coins. And I will walk away knowing that you can never play this game again.
Well, that would be hardly true given the 7 other sets that we possess, but I see your point.
Why the fuck did you stop me from walking away with this one? This is unimportant. Here's coins. I play you for it.
Very well.
Winner takes all.
First intelligence check.
Oh, they rolled this. Oh, fuck. I rolled a 10.
Ooh, coming out the gate not so hot this time, Spunk. He's taken a few pieces very quickly from you.
Fuck. I mean, I need more drugs. Just gonna put more of whatever he had with him in his mouth. Those will kick in an hour from now, and that'll be better.
Nice. Next. Oh.
Yeah, get shit on.
This is the... What do you call yourself?
I call myself Spunk.
This is the Spunk that fared against your companion earlier. I see it now.
What?
He's complimenting you.
There's another one? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Check number 3. Uh-oh.
The dice RNG. It's happening again.
It's all downhill for me.
Spunk Goob Supreme.
Oh, you've put me in a tight corner. And to finish the game...
One more. Yes.
Oh,
It's a tie.
you end up almost stalemating in a series of checks against each other, and for our bonus, actually finish the game. Hopefully not tie again. Roll. Ooh,
Get wrecked.
nice. All right. It seems as if you've intentionally planned out like 12 or 13 different check moves in a row to give him a ruse that he had a chance, but you housed him.
I get up on top of the table and teabag the board. But like with my tiny little frog body, it's just kind of like. And then I do one of those things where, like, you know, he stands up and he's looking at him through his legs upside down, and he goes, "I win. I get to keep this now. Bye." And he like jumps off the table with the thing still in his hand and uses it as like a top, and then like swipes his tongue to grab all the pieces.
Nice. Who of you are here with all this happening? Like at this table?
Elsa has been standing wherever the food was, eating some chocolate-covered crickets and watching it all unfold, but she's nowhere, like, not even remotely interested in engaging. She's just watching
Nice.
it all unfold.
Yeah, Juno had also previously left for the food after the end of last session got kind of
Okay.
weird. So she's in the food tent, avoiding all interaction right now because, oh boy.
So Spunk is just off on its own right now, making all this happen. Excellent.
So, like, I will say in Chrissy's player brain, I could imagine Ulta watching it happen, like, off in the distance, and, like, glancing over at Juno and Icarus and being like, should we go check on him? And then, like, all of us tandemly being like, nah. And then just, like, not. Like, letting it just all unfold and heading towards wherever the arena that Aster and their mother will be.
All right. So in that case, Spunk, your opponent turns to you and says, "Fair game," and gives you like a very slight bow, and then continues off to like helping the other people learn how to play again.
I tilt a little bit with the board overhead, and I spin around, and I take off with the board on my head, just kind of carrying it.
Nice.
Where is everybody? I won, you guys. Where is? I don't know where everybody's at, so I'm just gonna prop this up against the wall like a little tent, and like get under it and like take a little spunk nap.
Nice. What else? Who wants to do stuff?
I think Icarus was following Aster to see like the people and the cultural things and just see what's happening next. He's just going with the flow of things.
Astra's definitely in charge of this excursion. Juno is standing by in case Astra needs help, especially if Astra participates in the arena thing. I'll be around to give you some guidance and other help.
Yay!
Nice. Oh.
Same. I think Ulta would be a little bit nervous if Spunk didn't show up after a little while, and would go find them. But for the most part, I think they're just eating their chocolate-covered crickets, really enjoying themselves, taking it all in.
Nice. Okay, I think we'll jump to Aster then. You and your mother you're in like I don't know what the correct word is, but like a little subset of the grove. It's like separated from everything. It's got its own little space with like an assortment of weapons and armor and like fabrics that various it seems like all of the warrior women in the tribe and some projections from other tribes as well are sort of like piecing their stuff together. And you are familiar with this, but just to like narrate it for the rest of us and the audience, it's this is like as if they're actually preparing for battle, but we know that this is more of a ceremonial thing that they're preparing for at the moment. And there's a mix of like a communal pool of things, like I said, the weapons and armor pieces and fabrics and things like that. But then you know that everyone tends to like bring their own pieces for at least part of what they wear for this, whether it's their own weapons, their own armor, magical items, jewelry, what have you. And it's important to note that while anybody in these tribes can be warriors of various varieties if they choose, this particular ceremony is one that women perform, the warrior women of the tribes perform. I'm going to liken it to IRL. Have any of you heard of a Hakka? Hakka.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be very much like that. So, Aster, you will see, you'll have the opportunity to interact with anyone you want. Immediately, you can see at least a couple of people you recognize. I'm going to say Thistle, Flax, and Onyx.
Oh my god, yeah. Aster would immediately like do the whole like, I mean, they all grew up together is the thing. Like probably do the similar like everyone just kind of screams in excitement. 'Cause I haven't seen them and since I left. Group hug. Big group hugs, definitely.
Nice. You're gonna get bombarded with like the three of them are going to be like, oh my gosh, we've heard so much about all the crazy and dangerous things you've had to do, and like all those people that the people that are with you, like, can we talk to them? Would that be weird to talk to them? I don't know how they do half this stuff they do. and then they start like going through one by one and like fixating on like Juno and her crazy eyes and the moon magic, and Ulta with like pulling up her bootstraps and going one-on-one with a half dragon that was 4 times her size, and you know, et cetera, with everybody. It's as if your entire adventure can be recounted by any of these, which probably would be a surprise to you. At the moment, you don't know how everybody knows about all this stuff.
Yeah, I think, I mean, first Aster would start with, I mean, you can talk to them. It's totally fine. I'm sure they would love to talk to you all. They're just really excited to be here and learning about all of it. Though that does make me a little curious. How did you all learn about everything that's happening?
Oh, you don't know that, what's his name again? Anyway, your dwarf friend.
Oh,
God
yeah,
damn it,
Anthar was
Anthar,
here.
God damn it.
I forgot he was here. Yeah.
Yeah, he, I think some of us are, well, some of our leaders were, I think, hesitant to acknowledge that all of this dragon stuff is happening, let alone actually help. But hearing of these exploits and all of your stories has convinced us.
I think that just like makes a warm smile travel across Aster's face.
Nice.
I think Icarus will whisper to Juno as like Aster's talking to all these people. He's like, "Oh, they had friends before us. We're not that special." Like kicking the dirt. It makes sense though, because they're likable, but like still, just like pouting a little bit.
Nice.
Juno is uncharacteristically going to join in that pout and kind of kick at the ground. Be like, oh shit. People have friends outside of us.
Aster, while this conversation is happening, your mother is going to bring over this tray of bowls and like various plants, and the bowls have this paint substance of different colors in it, and it, as you would be familiar with, everyone around you is working on like various markings on their faces, their arms, any skin that's exposed, like not covered with armor or fabric, in other words, is going to have like various forms of symbolic war paint. It's not just like the streaks across the face. You know that every brush stroke, if you will, has like some kind of symbolic meaning behind it for every warrior that's here, whether it's an individual battle that they were involved with, big creature that they had to slay, or even sometimes like people that they've fought with, whether to acknowledge their and like celebrate the life that they had because they're no longer alive anymore, or to celebrate that they are still alive, and that, you know, all of these would have different symbols and meanings that you would understand. And she starts to work on one across your forehead with her thumb that you know is from the past, is representative of like her relationship with you, especially in the form of like mother passing on to daughter teachings of magic.
Awesome. And I think to add to that, since we do have kind of like representation of the different shifter types in this grouping, that you know, Thistle being one of the Longtooth shifter types, definitely has more like canid symbology within her paint. Flax being one of the Swift Strides, more felid, kind of more like sleek and kind of contoury type paint. And then Onyx being a beast type shifter would definitely have more of like kind of thing, like more like Tusk like, because she definitely has more of like a boar type shift, if you end up seeing it.
Nice.
Hi, Hack.
Hi.
You're very smart, but what's a felid?
Felid cats.
Okay, like
Cats,
feline.
yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
I
Canids
was
being like canid or canines, yeah.
okay, makes sense. I was like, I've never heard this term before. Please dumb it down for me.
Yeah, family felidae, fun stuff.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
Makes sense now.
gonna put you on the spot a little bit. Do you think there might be any think like your story, maybe the interactions you had growing up with your mother in character, of course, and anything at all that you think would be what would you paint on her, or what would you represent as a painting on her?
I think just like with how much of a gentle soul she is, I think there would be an inclusion of something like a hummingbird or something like that.
Nice. Okay. Now here's some more fun. Roll a d4 for me, please.
Ooh, okay. One.
Yes. All right.
What does that mean?
Nightshade approaches. And she is clad in this like extremely elegant like combination of hide and leather armor with straps kind of going basically diagonally in the same direction but different like shades of the hide and leather that she used. And you know that she fashioned this herself by hand, and you know that the armor itself has various magical properties. And then she's brandishing this short sword that has this like elegantly curved blade, and she says, now I'm gonna have the brain fart, so I'm gonna have to generalize, but you will have a flashback to do you guys remember out of game, I think this was 2 years ago, or about 2 years ago, when we had to go on a short hiatus, and I put out some teasers relative to each of you to kind of do for the comeback. Aster's, this would be your flashback to a time when you were training with Nightshade and your mother and just starting to learn how to control your fire magic. Everything she's wearing is exactly as it was on that day. And she's going to just give you a little smirk and the same like hand over the chest single bow that she did when you first cast that fire spell.
Yeah, Aster will definitely return that. And then maybe a break in etiquette, but just give her a hug too.
Nice. She'll say, it's wonderful to have you back, Aster. I must ask, have you chosen a dueling partner for the parade?
I actually haven't.
Perhaps we could mix it up a little bit. And she's just gonna give like a smirk toward your mother, and your mother's just gonna kind of shake her head, and why not? The three of us will lead off the dueling.
Okay.
And over the table for heck, I did not send this to you because I came up with it between last week and this week. The dueling is going to be like just this side of very real combat.
Okay.
Where all of you know that you know each other's moves well enough that you will innately be able to like defend against them, and this is meant to be like a show of your prowess and strength on the battlefield. So basically, go all out. You're going into it with knowing that the intention is not actually to harm each other, but you've fought with each other so much that you're basically not going to be able to. Does that track?
All good.
Sweet. All right. Anything else that you wanted to say or do?
I mean, are the other folks nearby? It kind of sounds like at least
You mean your
Olta
party?
and Juno and Icarus were nearby just to see us. Like, if they want to meet Aster's friends, like, she would motion them over. Not sure they'd come over, but
I hate to tell you this, Aster. We've all been standing eerily close and just watching it.
Yeah.
A few of us are even commenting on how sad it is that you have other friends. So.
So yes, you can do that.
I would say at this point, Icarus has like his hands like clasped behind his back, just like wait.
Yeah, where you pretend not to look.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're listening to everything that they're saying.
Like
but,
you're like totally doing something else important. Yeah.
stop being
Olta's definitely
completely
not-
inconspicuous. Just come over and meet my friends.
I mean, if we're cool enough, I mean, if we have to, I mean.
They think you're so cool. Just come over here.
Hello, I am Juno.
Excellent. Okay, one of these young women is going to approach you, Juno, and you can tell that, like, okay, stark contrast from the children you encountered earlier, where they were all like super shy and like had to figure out what's what. Everyone here is clearly looking at all of you with like admiration and respect, but is also like, they stand tall, they've got their shoulders back. This is a group of very confident and capable people. And one of them comes up to you, Aster, you know, this is Onyx, and just kind of like looks at you with this curious stare and point blank. How do you cast that moon magic spell? The cylinder that goes to the sky. Where did you learn that?
I cast it like this. And I will do all of the components and everything to cast Moonbeam and call forth a level 2 Moonbeam away from humans and animals and living things as much as I can. As for how I got this power, a goddess really likes me. That's about it.
Ah, a cleric then.
Yes.
This is fascinating. She's going to draw a sword and like give a quick little flip of it and like try to slash into the moonbeam. And you'll hear this like almost like a metal on metal. Imagine like a sword with a ring to it, like cutting through a thin sheet of metal very cleanly and quickly. You get this like resounding ping. And then the sword, she'll look at the blade and it's almost like white hot for a second and then cools back off.
Don't sheath that right now. Don't do it.
I've never tried to
It's
stab
spice.
your moonbeam. That's kind of cool, actually.
I have also never thought to do that. Maybe that can be utilized later.
I forget, sorry. Was it just Juno that came over or was it others?
I was
Oh.
like sheepishly like right behind Juno.
Okay, sweet.
We're not interrupting your like pre ceremony thing, right? This isn't like I shouldn't be here because it's like preparing for the ritual or something.
Not at all, Paladin Man. Another random person from the other side of the room clearly flirtingly responds.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what to do in this situation. I just look at my sister like,
Juno's not going to understand that this person is flirting with her brother. So she's just going to look at you like, what? What's happening?
if my bardic studies remember this properly, druids can also cast Moonbeam, right? It's like a nature thing, right?
Some can.
I'm like saying this between Aster and Juno, hoping one of them actually knows. Just like trying to like make small talk. Like, it's a spell that's shared, like, right? Power that's shared, right?
Yeah, I suppose they have to take the time to prepare it and stuff like that I do. But
I dabbled in Bardic school. I didn't really study much, but I thought I read something at some point. Okay, no? Okay, well, I don't know. I'm just a paladin. I don't need to be smart. It's okay.
Well,
All right. Sounds like this will be about the time that everybody's starting to wrap up. And one of the women will come up to you guys and say, "You'll probably want to join the audience for this." And everybody starts kind of marching out.
Spock, Spock,
I'll go
I
find
need
him
to
wherever he's at.
Spock, we're leaving.
Mommy!
You're snoring.
Mommy! Wait for Spunky! I just run in their direction, hoping it's the right one.
I'll just keep yelling spunk until you get there, like this is the Blair Witch Project.
Oh no.
oh
Spunk?
my god.
Oh,
That's so
stoned.
specific, but so evocative.
I hear my own voice call me from inside the room. How long does it take me to find you? Hold on. 6 whole minutes. 6 minutes later, I'm in front of you, and I run into your legs. Just bam, full force. I didn't see you. I didn't hear. I just bam. Oh. I won something.
Good job. We're supposed to go sit in the audience now.
The audience?
All of you can see that there are a few people who are obviously kind of like communicating and ushering to everybody what is going on here, and basically just kind of spreading everybody out to the perimeter of this grove. And with like just a couple quick flicks of magic, everything like that's been physically here, the game tables, the tables and chairs, the food and drink area is just kind of pushed out to their designated areas around the perimeter as well.
I'm going to sit close to the food in the audience.
Juno.
Yes.
I think one of Aster's friends was flirting with me. Do I need to like report that?
I
Yeah,
don't
the
know who you
HR
would report
department of the
that to.
Karu tribe.
No, not like to the officials, like to Corey. Do I need to be like, hey, this happened, I totally didn't do anything, it's okay, don't worry about it.
No, you don't need to report that.
Okay.
LSAO gets hit on all the time. If they told me every time they got hit on, it would be annoying.
Do you think I have too much invested in one relationship where we don't talk that often? I don't know how this long distance thing works, and it's also like a god thing, so like I don't know if it's, maybe I should try something simpler. I don't know.
Are you able to commune with Corey for answers?
Maybe, but it's like mixed signals, like I don't know.
Well, they shouldn't be giving mixed signals. He should be as clear and forthright as you need. That's what makes a relationship a relationship.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's just...
Some days I don't know if it's like one-sided or like, because like gods don't always answer when you want them to, so I'm just like, the communication's weird. But, never mind. Let's enjoy the festival, This isn't a right now thing. So
Have you two slept together?
what? He just like spits out his drink.
Well, I'm just
Oh,
wondering.
look, they're
like,
coming
if-
out. They're coming out. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, we'll talk about this later. I get it. I'm gonna make a mental note that I'm gonna fight Corey if he doesn't start responding to my brother's messages and questions and queries. I'll burn a god to the ground. I don't give a shit.
Suck my brother's dick.
So no
You
head.
just tell him if you like him or not. God damn it.
I gotta be honest, that was supposed to be like a small
gonna tell
passive
Bo you said
conversation,
that.
and I did not expect it to escalate. Caught me so off guard.
I'm glad I'm not the only one getting caught off guard with the shenanigans of this anymore. Pure chaos all the time.
Spunk, are you watching? Are you sleeping?
I'm
Wake up.
facing the wrong way actively.
Turns him around. Turns it around.
Oh, that's much more interesting. If anybody says something too quiet, he's gonna yell at the stage. What?
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
I'm
Okay.
gonna sneak Ulta some more crickets too while we're all standing over here waiting for Aster's duel with 3 people. Even though duel insists on 2.
This is a public three-way
That's what it sounds like.
with her mom.
With her mom.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Everybody.
this is more of a battle royale, isn't it?
Everybody kind of gathers and shifts to the sides, and you can see the projection of Aster's father go to the middle, and he basically starts to give a speech. I'm not going to give the whole speech, but the long and short of it is that this festival is to serve multiple purposes, to share the different cultures of druids across the continent, as well as sharing with each other things that everybody's learned from other cultures. There's a lot of influence from big cities like Waterdeep, Neverwinter, but then also from different places that maybe somebody hasn't lived before, like the mountains or forest areas. So it's a whole thing. And he finishes by saying that on this final day of the festival, they welcome you, their warrior friends, and you are met with like this humongous uproar again as everyone is celebrating you guys. And then announces the beginning of the warrior parade. It's a series of chants that get exchanged from the men of the druids that are in the audience right now, basically like shouting these chants that symbolize taunting, like fight me, that sort of thing. And then the women have now gathered in the middle in like a big circle with what looks like a sort of barricade in the front, and then others in the middle. Aster, you and your companions are like square in the middle of this. It would be clear to most of you that this whole thing is like kind of symbolizing an active battle where the warriors in the middle are surrounded and the men are kind of acting as the enemies in this aspect. These chants go back and forth, and then Aster's father actually turns toward you, Icarus. Bowmaster, would you assist us in this part of the ceremony? And he pulls out this like 6-foot longbow with the thickest arrow you've ever seen, and a bunch of the men across the perimeter do the same and point at the women in the middle.
I feel like I'm panicking.
It is your
Wait.
choice.
Icarus just like whispers to the guy, "Wait, we're shooting them?" Like with a question mark. Like,
Oh, to him?
yeah, he's just like, "Wait, we have to shoot them
Yes.
with my bow?"
The time is now.
He gets kind of nervous, especially because his arrows are magical.
What's your passive insight?
I don't think it's good magic. It is. Where is? I have too many sheets open. It's right here. Okay, 13.
13's not bad. I'm gonna say yeah. You might be confused. You're definitely thrown off as you say you are, but as far as you can tell, he's like serious.
Okay. He says like awkwardly smiling, and then just like.
Okay, you catch eyes with one particular warrior that's in the front, and just to reiterate this, the front is like is all women who are brandishing what's it called, halberds, the long staff with the blade on the, yeah, it's a halberd.
Yeah.
And they're all in this like ready stance, looking at the perimeter, and one catches eyes with you specifically and just like gives you a smirk.
Please tell me it's not the one that flirted with me earlier.
No, it's a different one.
Okay, because the panic would have set in. Just like drops his bow and runs away.
Okay, and Aster's father would let out a war cry that ends with the word "loose," and simultaneously, just phew, all of these arrows get shot directly at the women in the middle, and the parade officially starts. Make an attack roll with your bow, Icarus.
Sure. Do you think the parade's gonna end if I kill someone? Let's see if that went through. Oh, it's only a 17. That's not actually that great.
For you, that's not great.
That's
but you,
a 3.
I mean, he used the term bow master quite appropriately for you. But it's not your best, but it certainly feels like, this is a pretty clean shot. I'm pretty good at this. And as all these arrows go to the middle, all of the women in like on the perimeter in like a simultaneous sweep will just sweep their halberds at the ground and like uppercut all of these arrows at the same time, and they just shatter. And then they start going into this sort of like it almost looks like a dance. It's actually more well known as a form. Anybody who knows some basic martial arts stuff would know that forms are like practicing a series of moves that are in a certain sequence, but they're meant to sort of teach you practicing how to fight. And then the next layer comes out. It's a series of dual wielding swordswomen doing things as well, and they basically like trade blows with the women with the halberds, and then a group with long swords comes out, and then more with bows and arrows that basically shoot into the sky. So this whole coordinated thing is happening as like one big group form to demonstrate for all of y'all. Is there anything that you in the audience would like to be talking about while this is happening? No? Okay.
No, but I'm looking in this audience to see if Onthar is anywhere in here.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Why that one? No.
Or perception, either one. Not a wisdom
roll?
save. Oh, that was bright. What?
I'm making
Bright's just
my
still
own
doing
saves. Making my own saves to resist saying things.
I
Nice.
rolled a
If I
15.
make them, I keep them to myself.
Oh, but it didn't roll right. Hang on.
You can just tell me the result too. It doesn't have to necessarily come across the screen.
19. There we go.
19. Yes, Onthar is in the audience and observing respectfully and quietly.
I'm just going to stare at him until he stares back.
Okay, noted. Icarus, what's your passive perception again?
Oh, it's so good. It's it's actually better. 17.
Nice. Okay. After these first couple layers come out and basically spread out and keep going with their form demonstration, Aster's father will draw another arrow on his humongous bow. Icarus, would you participate again or no? It's
Throbbing
your choice.
bow.
I guess so. He'll just like awkwardly like stand back up after he like sheepishly sat down, and he's like, I guess so. And just like following the cue, but still like feeling weird about it.
Nice. Okay, so Aster, we're now at a layer that's like very close to you. You know that your part's coming soon, but you actually can participate in this next part if you choose to, because while this part is for the current outer layer, anyone who is skilled in fire magic enough from the middle can like add to the potency of the spell. You know that a firewall's about to come out. I don't know if you actually have firewall, but it's more of a thematic thing of just participating.
Of the staff.
Nice.
Yeah, the staff of fire allows me to do that.
Nice. Okay, so another bout of arrows goes toward the middle, and this next layer, and with some additional help from the middle, has these like various spouts of flame shoot out as if like water from a hose, and then it erupts into this massive wall that swirls all around them. And all of you can kind of feel the heat a little bit. This is very real fire that's happening. And then a layer of the mages in the group joins the form and the dance here. And now, Aster, you, your mother, and Nightshade are left in the middle, just the three of you alone. You're kind of like shoulder to shoulder facing out in three different directions. And after a few more seconds, everyone eventually ends up around the perimeter in like a kneeling position with their weapons pointed toward the middle. You know that this is the indication for the dueling portion to begin. Your mother and Nightshade basically like jut out in the directions they were facing and point their staves toward the middle.
I will follow suit.
All right. Roll a D3 for me. Since it's digital, we can do that.
Oh, boy.
You are 1, Nightshade is 2, your 2, and your mother is 3.
2.
Nightshade begins by giving a very acrobatic spin, and I tabbed out. Okay, she's going to shoot out this ball of fire toward you. She's casting a spell, Flaming Sphere. And here's where you can, however you like, flavor how you would like counter this. And think outside the box. We don't have to think about like counter spell. You can like swipe it with your staff. You can cast another spell at it. What have you? What would you think you want to do?
I think I would go ahead and kind of flavor how I decide to cast Move Earth. Almost as if the earth forms into this almost raptor-like head that swallows the flaming sphere.
Nice.
And brings it into the ground.
All right. It is now your turn to attack someone.
Okay. You know what? I'll roll a D2 because I think that's fun. Nightshade will be 1, and then my mother will be 2. Okay, so we're going back at Nightshade. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. I am going to. Yeah. You know, I'll do a flaming sphere back at her.
Nice. She's going to like flip her staff a couple times, and in the same motion with her other hand pull out this magical longsword that I described earlier, and like with them together she's gonna uppercut it and just split it in half so that it goes to the sides and it just explodes right next to her. Then your mother will basically get in on things because she's part of the the duel officially. Between the three of you, she's going to actually cast a conal spell of ice toward the two of you. How do you want to react to this?
I'll go ahead and almost like do this kind of what is the spell called? I'm gonna go ahead and cast Fire Shield on myself. It's almost this wreath that makes contact with the cone of ice. For a second, it's just going to be this cloud of steam, and as it settles, Aster's in the middle.
Nice. At the same time, Nightshade is going to stick with her theme of defense with her physical weapons and like quickly sheathe her sword and give like a figure 8 swipe of her staff in the air, and this burst of wind will make all these like icicles and dust and snow go around her, and you'll hear it like on the like sticking to the trees around and behind you, and the other 4 of you make a dex save.
Oops.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10, okay. Spunk, Icarus, and Ulta, sorry. You're kind of surprised for a moment because these like icicle shards get kind of close to you guys, but then you remember, oh, they're actually in control of what's going on. It's okay. Juno, you like actually react and hit the deck as if it was gonna hit you. And like a couple people around you will like chuckle, not making fun of you, but just like that was funny, and basically offer their hands to help you up.
I stand up of my own volition.
Nice. Okay, so this duel goes on for some time in similar fashion, with all of them demonstrating their various offensive and defensive capabilities, with all sorts of hooting and hollering coming from the crowd. The other women are like cheering on individual, one of the 3 in the group, and all of the men are just letting out like simultaneous chants that you can all tell are like war chants, as if they're continuing the ruse, I guess, that they are part of the enemy that's being fought here. But you get a sense that it's all part of the show, and it's meant as part of an encouragement to the fighters and not actually like taunting them. Aster, you understand all of these words, of course. Anything else coming from the rest of you guys during the remainder of this ceremony?
I tried talking, it was muted. That was really embarrassing.
Oh.
Icarus finally gets a hang of what's going on, and he looks to the chieftain. He's like, "Do we shoot them again?" Just like completely at the wrong time.
No, he says our part is finished.
Okay. He just like whispers back awkwardly and sits back down.
Nice. Anyone else? Alrighty.
Are we meant to interfere?
No, I'm just giving the opportunity.
Oh, okay.
It's not meant to be a leading thing. But that's all right. In that case, we will take our first break of the evening and continue when we're back. Intermission. we go. Wait.
Wee.
Yes, it is different. Okay.
Did someone say pee?
Oh, wee.
Spree?
P.
Urine?
Oh, he broke the cycle. Anywho, we're back. Hey, it's Festival of Dreams time, and we just finished the war parade with a bunch of like battling and stuff. And Aster got to pseudo fight with her mother and basically the person that helped train you and teach you in your upbringing, which has been super cool. Okay, so there is again some time now in between this demonstration and the end of evening activities that are the like big sports that you know about Aster, but has been like super secret for everybody else. Is there anything that anybody wants to do?
I'm just gonna shout out into the field. You're doing great, Esther. Are we all supposed to be doing this right now, or just you? Or just the femme presenting people? You're doing great. Okay.
Yeah, kill them.
Don't kill anyone.
No, it's a joust, right? Like with fire and shit. They're having a battle royale. Crush them! Go home, team!
Bring home a victory for whatever our group name is.
Which knight are we cheering for? What color
green
armor is
knight.
Aster wearing?
Probably greens, but I feel like most of them are green, so we're all just the green.
Go Green Knight!
Yeah.
Spunk, you do realize we know their name, right?
Shh, not while they're on stage.
Oh.
They take on a different persona. Dingus. And he taps on. You wearing a helm, right? You wear like a helmet.
No.
I don't know why I imagine you wearing a helmet.
I mean, I am a paladin, but I can't cover my beautiful hair. It's part of my character.
Exactly,
Oh,
it would ruin
alright.
it.
It would ruin the aesthetic, and that's more important than the armor class.
There you go.
Well, then he doesn't actually like hit you, but he like makes a motion like he is and prestidigitates the sound of ding on. Go green. Wait. Go that green. Not you, green. You lay down and get burned to death by our green.
Please don't die. Please
This is
don't.
more of a teal, really.
Have we gotten a description of Nightshade? I remember you said one of your friends was canine, one was feline, and one was boorish.
E9.
Only briefly from me with
Okay.
like the banded armor going down in diagonals, and then like the very elegant longsword she has. Aster or Heck, is there anything you want to add to that for Nightshade?
At least for paints and stuff like that, it would be very similar to Swift Stride painting. So the same like kind of like feline features, maybe a
Okay.
little bit more contours around the cheekbones and stuff like that. I mean, that's the thing. Are the party members allowed to join in this? I don't know.
Fireball.
For this, no. This is a very coordinated thing, specifically among the druids of the tribe.
I can shoot her if you want me to.
Please, no.
There is a portion after where it's like an open sparring, like the parade is officially over, and now it's like everybody can participate in like open sparring. Usually a kind of one-on-one thing, but other than intending to actually harm someone is not allowed. The rules are basically up to whoever wants to duel somebody or like fight in groups. The only caveat would be that anyone who participates is basically opening themselves up to potentially like being approached and like asked questions about their fighting craft and possibly even critiqued by the actual warriors in the group.
I summon a tiny flag that's green with Aster's face on the side, and I wave it.
I know the aesthetic of this tribe is very different, but like in my mind, it's got the visual of like the man walking into the Amazonian island, like I could take him, and then just getting his ass kicked.
It's actually not far off from that. Yep.
It's like if I tried to spar with these warriors, I would definitely get shown my.
Yeah, you'd be sparring with the Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
Like, you did.
Spice melange.
Okay, should we shift to that?
Do it.
I think we should shift to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proceed.
More than half the crowd seems to understand what's going on, and things get shifted around again. The food and drinks are still available. The tables for games are still available. People are still doing other things now that the parade is over. It's not like 100% attention is here. But there is a good amount of a crowd yet, more than half of what it was, I would say. And individual warriors are stepping out of the crowd and like just kind of like holding out their. It's almost like if you were imagine being at like over the table, like I'm thinking of like a Latin night, like a Latin dancing night. It's a very social event, and people just like go up to people and ask them to dance. It's very much like that, where people like go up to other people and ask them if they would like to spar. And sometimes even in like 2s and 3s, people will go and like just ask around if other people want to fight with them. And then you'll have various areas of groups and individuals fighting each other, and some of the warriors that were involved with the parade, like walking around and talking with people, sometimes critiquing, sometimes just learning about what they're doing.
Yeah, I'll link back up with the rest of the group.
Did you win? Did you? I couldn't. There's no hardly any blood, so I don't know. But did you win?
I guess it's not really about drawing blood. It's about just showing off skill.
How do you know? Skill is so objective. Like, how do they know your skill is better than their skill? Are you doing the same skills?
Relatively.
Oh. Well, did you win?
I mean, didn't you see?
Yeah, but I don't really know how they kept score. There was no judges holding up boards, and he'll
There's not really.
summon a
it's-
10 little placard in his hand, and it'll immediately disappear as he puts his hands down. There was
Well, think of it
bell?
less. Yeah, think of it less as a competitive sport and more like a performance, like seeing a play or a dance or something.
Oh. Okay. So there's no winners in
Technically, we're all winners.
Do you get a trophy?
Well, no.
Oh. But you said it's like a play, right? Like a play without lines, like it's the opposite of a cappella. It's just
It's just an art form.
okay. Well, did you get all your lines right?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna poof into existence a small bouquet of flowers and be like, okay, well, good job. Here you go. You were very good.
They're beautiful, Spunk.
Yeah, as soon as you take them, they just kind of like fade into like mist, but like, but you did a great job. So, congratulations. What do we do next? Do we do drugs about it, or do we have another meal?
Well, I mean, the
There's a lot
food
of
is
eating.
open though. This is more of like the free sparring time.
Oh.
Mhm.
So like anybody could go up and just like start kicking someone's ass and
Well, no, they need to ask if the other person wants to spar. It's not just a free for all.
okay. Is there like a spell on this place where like no one dies if I like attack if I go hog wild?
I don't think so.
Or do I have to pull my own punches kind of thing?
Yes, I would go doing that.
Maybe I'll abstain from sparring. I'm not really sure how to like
Not kill
play
people.
fight. Yeah, there wasn't really not a whole lot of play fighting in my family. There was either eat your siblings or avoid being eaten by mother or survive long enough to be sacrificed to the dragon kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, the more I hear about this, the more I'm horrified, Spunk. I'm kind of sorry.
Yeah, you know. Doesn't everybody go through like some sort of PTSD when they're born between the ages of like, 10 days and 5 years? We all have like some sort of horrific event that unfolds in front of us to make us think that the home life isn't nearly as safe as going out into the wilds and facing down hellish dragons that come from dimensional planes beyond our wildest imaginations, while being laughed at simultaneously by creatures that live beyond those constraints.
Actually, Spunk, what is your passive insight?
It's really low. It's like
Okay.
11.
Okay, so you probably wouldn't notice something about Astra's reaction to that.
I
Aster,
mean, but you come back to fight them, so it seems like your home life's been pretty good, yeah?
to add to the fighting conversation real quick, Aster, you would know that there are like designated healers kind of on standby in case people like make mistakes and accidentally
Okay.
actually hurt someone.
Okay, good to know.
And it does happen. As long as the general vibe is as long as it wasn't intentional and nobody like dies, then there's no problem.
I was like, okay, well, I mean, with 2 casters that can cast Revivify, we're pretty good right now.
Hmm?
So if someone actually does die, but that shouldn't be the goal.
It's more a time of practicing technique, honing your fighting craft.
Okay. Well, I am allowed to. Wait a minute! I wrote the question down on my arm. Ah, man, it's smudged. Oh. I forgot the context for why I wrote this question down, though, and it escapes me. I feel like somebody said something to me that made me write this down, and you know how it feels when it feels kind of like somebody else is driving you like a machine, or like you're a figment of their imagination and the person driving you has completely forgotten what they're doing with the information they've gathered previous. And while you yourself are capable of remembering the person who's driving is a fucking idiot and has no idea what they're doing and may have forgotten entirely why they wrote that question down. It feels like that, kind of.
Spunk, how much did you take?
I don't know, but I'm way past the point of everything's funny and I'm getting very introspective.
Okay.
He's gone
What if we're
existential.
all just creatures written on paper, and we're just the figment of several man-children's imaginations, sitting around in a circle telling our stories before we even know they're going to happen. These drugs are awesome, Aster. Thank you for bringing this here.
I'm glad you all are here. At least it looks like you're having some fun. You're having fun, right?
His eyes dilate as he stares past you.
Yes, Aster, we're having fun.
Icarus will walk up to Spunk and be like, Spunk, why don't you go spar with someone? And then he just looks at Aster and whispers, "You're welcome."
For what?
Oh,
Okay.
you looked like you were getting a headache.
Oh,
Time to spar now. I
And
challenge you, and he's pointing right at you, Hyacinth,
oh,
but
shit,
not
this-
at you, like past you.
Thousand
But
yard
there's no one
stare.
behind you.
I didn't expect this to backfire like this.
Time to go spar. Wait,
Hey,
no, not like
Icarus.
that.
Who's that like blonde white man standing behind you? He's got like a collared shirt and like a mint green sweater. He's just constantly hovering over your shoulders. Wearing
Spunk.
like earmuffs. Is he cold?
Spunk, what kind of drug did you take?
I don't know. I put my arm on the table and just kind of scooped them into my mouth.
Because I thought the ones that they were giving out were like trance-like, but you're just seeing things.
This is bizarre.
Hyacinth, make a an intelligence check.
That's not good.
You said Hyacinth, so you have to use your stats, not.
Okay, well, my stats would actually, I believe it or not, I think be better. That's a 6 minus 1 is 5.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with the honest confusion on this one. He's clearly being affected, and you're not sure why. Drugs, man.
I'm going to challenge that person to a duel. They're constantly watching the back of your head, and I don't like the way they're doing it. And I'm going, as soon as I do that, can you take care of the fat, slovenly moron standing right behind me?
Slovenly. Oh my god.
Constantly chewing and drinking in my ear, and it bothers the shit out of me, and he looks like he hasn't showered in at least 2 days.
Icarus is gonna give up and go get a drink. He's just like, I can't do it. I tried.
Oh man.
And now Icarus is slightly paranoid.
That's the vibe of like someone's just constantly over your shoulder.
Like, as Icarus walks away, he does check over his shoulder and it's like, I don't see it.
Spunk's gone full existential on us. You never go
Ah.
full existential.
Nope. Nope. Anyway, Aster, what do you suggest we do next as a matter of entertainment? You said there were stories? Was that what you wanted to do next? Just go hear a story?
We could.
If we go
Where's
hear a
the
story,
story,
does
sir?
that mean we get to go into the little sleepy pods?
Oh, can we cocoon into can we bring blankies, or I don't know what they have out here, giant leaves perhaps, and wrap up in them? Like,
As
what
someone who's
the...
walking around in 13 blankets presently, I can lend one to you.
Good. That's excellent.
I
Seems a
think
little
you
out
know-
of character for you, Juno, to be wearing so many blankets, but okay, you know.
She always wears blankets. She's
Oh.
constantly covered. The sun will burn her lily white skin.
I thought she was dressed. This whole time, I imagined Juno to be this, I don't know why I'm still using Spunk's voice when I'm describing it to you, but I guess I imagined her as kind of like a Quaker with elf ears. just a black hat that covers most of her shoulder width and a black dress, just black eyes and
Oh,
pale
man.
moon white skin.
Yeah, it's like that, but with blankets on top of it when we're traveling. So that way, if the sun peeks in from underneath my hat, I can cover myself. But also, I get cold easily, so it's important.
Several blankets. Got it. Understood.
Oh, yeah, let's go to the story corner. That sounds fun.
Does this mean cocoon time?
Cocoon time.
That can come after, mostly because, well,
Oh, story time's
Hmm.
here at this location.
No, they're right. I guess storytelling tribe is elsewhere. So yes, it would be cocoon time.
Okay.
Oh my
let's go
God,
then.
I'm about to make the
I
coziest
don't know where I'm
cocoon.
going.
Oh,
I'm
because
not-
storytelling is at a different circle, so we have to cocoon there.
Yes.
Oh, we have to cocoon walk?
It's like,
dude,
I mean, like technically you could. It's like you just astrally projected and then like, went to the locals where the stories are being told. Like, that's totally viable.
cocoon is literally just like a sensory deprivation chamber where we can walk astrally to go watch stories.
And also
That's-
participate in them if you want.
That is fucking awesome. Let's go do that. I want to go sit in a virtual reality cocoon.
I'm keeping eyes out for Anthar while we go look for cocoons, so that way we can avoid him.
He was physically here during the words parade, but is now back into one of the cocoons that you saw him in earlier.
Good.
What if
I'm
we
not
cocoon
that
like right
conversation
next to him?
Okay, so we're doing the cocoons. Going to the storytelling tribe to see this message I sent to Heck with info.
After
Like-
this, I want to go on the teacup rides.
We just cocoon, or we cocoon then drug, or that we just
So as you're walking over, clearly intending to use these, someone at the table of drugs, as it were, is actually going to be like finishing up a batch of potions and offer them to you all.
Ooh.
maybe I should like trip sit to like watch our bodies. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. I've never left my body before.
Aster, you would know there's a sequence of events here. You basically lie in what would be a pod or cocoon and then just drink the potion and relax, and it would basically like wrap itself around you, and you would astrally project to the place you're trying to go.
Okay, yeah, I'll relay that information to the group.
And when we come out, we're a pretty, pretty butterfly.
Should we get
Something like
cocoons that
that.
are close together? Should
Yeah.
we sit together in the cocoon time?
What if our cocoon pods were next to each
Can we,
other?
can we
And the
push the
astral
cocoons
projection
together in our brain Minecraft server?
Oh my god.
What if the astral projections get stuck and then we like transplant into one astral body? What if like the signals get crossed when you're too
Like
close?
like an astral Voltron?
I was
This is-
thinking more
this
like
is how we
an
did
accidental
the-
Megazord.
The body switch episode. This is what happened.
Oh goodness, can you imagine?
Yep.
Freaky
No.
Friday? Okay, I call dibs of switching places with Ulta though. I don't know, and I don't want to drive a big lanky vehicle. Sorry, and it's not like body shaming you, but you guys are way bigger than me, and I don't want to drive this. You're basically spiders to me, of giant limbs. I don't want to.
I mean, sometimes Aster is a giant spider, so that one really works there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. I'm glad she's never done that in front of me because I would light everything on fire. I don't like spiders. They're rude. Okay, spiders are rude. They're bad neighbors. They're very loud, and they
Loud?
steal. Yes, we have a lot of barking spiders where I'm from,
Oh.
and so they're shitty neighbors. I don't like them. So I'm gonna sit in this cocoon over here. This is a big cocoon. Olga, do you want to share a cocoon? These are massive. They're
Also, we'll get into a cocoon and kind of like keep the fold of it open. and be like, yeah, you can get in here, I guess.
Okay.
Don't.
Just like us sitting in a room together because we're teeny and this is like people sized.
Mm-hmm.
I can just like sit upright in this thing.
This would be like at the party or sleepover where like Icarus would pull out a Polaroid camera and just. Ching.
There's got to be some magic that lets us do that.
I used to have a spell called Mischief. But that was a bard thing.
Oh.
Oh.
I think.
I'm gonna hop in my cocoon and I'm going to try to lay there with my eyes open the entire time, similar to the way Gandalf sleeps with his eyes open. I want that energy coming out of my cocoon.
All
'Cause
right.
they're like kind of translucent, right? Because we could see Onthar in it before, so.
Yeah, it's like a series of branches that wrap around, but they're not like completely covering you.
Good. Good. It's important that mine is slightly off-putting to anyone who would stare.
Okay.
So this probably works better if we can't see nothing, right? Darkness. Boom.
All right.
Weird in
So
here.
we're in the cocoons. We take the potions.
Oh, we take potions? Okay. Hold on.
All right. Everybody roll. This is an interesting table. Roll 4d10.
Add them up or no?
Yes. Each person adds up their own. You're each gonna get one number.
Oh, balls.
24. Wait, we got the same number? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
They're gonna
Aster.
Voltron.
Figured it out. Took me a second.
And
Figured
I'll
it out.
form the balls.
I got an
Uh,
18.
Okay, so all of you are going to feel this like a series of pinpricks across your backs, as if like ends of branches are probing at your backs a little bit as this is happening. You're gonna kind of feel a cold flush over your bodies and completely get knocked unconscious. For flavor's sake, yes, Juno, I'm gonna say your eyes stay open. And you have this like gut-wrenching lurch, as if you got jettisoned forward, and then all of a sudden you are awake, standing next to each other in a similar but different grove with all sorts of people around, and the layout is like nearly the same. It's just that everything that wasn't a projection now is, and vice versa. Aster, you get an immediate sense of acceptance, as if everyone around you, a lot of the people around you know of you, at least, if not know you personally. But now you feel like literally everyone knows and is welcoming and accepting of you, and therefore your companions. Ulta, you're gonna have, for the next solid 5 minutes, this like dreadful loneliness, like this, you can feel the separation from your actual body, and it's like really bogging you down. Spunk and Icarus, you are going, oh my god, this fits so well for you, Spunk. You're gonna have like this flush of peacefulness, like not a care in the world right now. Everything's great, everything's fine, kumbaya, relax, man. You're gonna get that solid, all of those solid feelings for the next 5 minutes, as a side effect of projecting yourselves through the plane of dreams.
BRB.
When you get here, the like big middle area is instead of focused on like the sparring and game playing and things like that, it's going to be people sitting in a series of circles or standing sometimes, and like it seems like one person for extended periods of time is talking, and then like sometimes there's a little exchange. But Aster, you would understand that this is like a lore sharing. We've been kind of playfully saying storytelling, but it's like an actual lore sharing aspect of this whole festival. People are gathering to like exchange stories. Where have they been? What have they done? What have they learned? Talking about their own tribes and cultures, or what have you. This whole thing is geared around people learning about other people.
Well, yeah. I mean, Aster's going to find like I guess a good one to listen to for the group to listen to.
Okay. Roll a d6. I have a thing for this, so I'm going to use it.
Ah. Five.
Nice. I have 6 piles of cards specifically for storytelling.
Ooh.
And each card has like a prompt on it. So this is going to be fun. Okay, nice. This card says, which days or times of year are significant to you? Okay, so you're going to find a circle that a lore master, you would be familiar with, Aster, is sharing a story of another festival that he participated or had the pleasure of experiencing in Waterdeep. It's called Agarian's Day. It's a celebration of the Open Lord of Waterdeep and the customs of, or like the custom of the governmental structure that they have, and it involves a lot of activities similar to what you guys are experiencing here, where there's different shops with like food and drinks from all over. There are games and competitions. The arena is a big part of it. The arena in Waterdeep that you have seen at least once now. And a whole bunch of stuff about how he just learned about the mostly human culture and how that transpires with the structure of Waterdeep. He will then invite any of you to share a story if you would like. And if we do that, I'm going to have you roll a d6, and then I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it.
Nice.
After we'll volunteer. Wasn't sure if it was going to be the same question or not, so let's do another d6.
Yeah.
6.
6. I like this. This is fun. What is your most... Tell a story about your most valuable skill. Not just what is your most valuable skill, but a story about it.
Yeah, a story about it. She also has to evaluate her most valuable skill. I think she's going to talk about more than one occasion during just all of our adventures where being able to listen very closely has definitely been beneficial, if not life-saving, from various caves to the Castle of Giants that we went to.
Nice.
Yeah, from beginning to end. I mean, like the caves around Greenest for sure, because a lot happened there. to the different places around the Sword Coast that they've been, where that's definitely helped out. Just trying to weave in as much of the adventure with the group as possible, and to how being able to keep an ear out and sense danger or not danger, potential friends, has been very helpful.
Nice. The man will gesture openly to the group and ask if anyone else would like to share a tale or knowledge.
Sure.
All right,
Mm,
Spunk,
I'll do
roll
it.
a d6.
A D6. Got it.
The reverb is strong with this one.
5.
5.
Cinco.
Do I want to ask the pilot behind Spunk this particular question? Yes, I do. Do you have any opinions or views that you are afraid to share with others?
Hmm. I'm gonna say Spunk does not. He kind of speaks his mind. Like there is no freer character than a frog who shits openly in front of people without shame. Yeah, no, he kind of shares things with almost like a, and this might be more telling of me, but he shares things like someone who doesn't have social contract. He just kind of dumps information out.
Nice.
And he's like, here it is. And now it's yours now. This is your problem and mine. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not as it's just that simple. He just kind of like with that might have more to do with Chris's undiagnosed autism, but it might just be the fact that I info dump, and so does Spunk too now. And because I'm unhinged in this game, he kind of just
I don't know
is
if I've
out
seen
there.
you play in a game yet where I've watched where you haven't been unhinged.
True.
Even in a
I've-
Fast and Furious game. Delightfully unhinged.
Oh yeah.
I think you were
Desired-
Russian in that game. It was wild.
Yeah. Well, I was Swedish, but yeah. No, I was the villain, quote unquote.
Nice. Hey, that works. Is the thing where people are learning about other people. Okay, the man who's been kind of like leading this particular circle, I guess, will say thank you very much for sharing. But I believe now it's time for the main events. And as he says that, you're all gonna hear this massive like gong sound. Like as if like an actual gong, but it was stricken with like a boulder instead of like a rubber mallet. And everybody around you, like the projections that are around you, will stand up and just like give a bow and then disappear. Aster, you know that this is everybody. Like everybody can basically choose to end this effect at will. And then the people who are physically here will kind of quickly go to their respective table of potions, and literally everyone is doing this. Goes to grab a potion, goes into a pod, takes a sip, and their cocoons form. You know that everyone is on their way back to your home tribe.
Okay. Yeah, given that, Aster will say, it looks like everyone's starting to head back, so we should probably head too.
Okay. weird reverb in these cocoons. You know?
Jeez.
You sound like an anime monologue.
Oh,
Kind of do.
I hope they don't know what I'm thinking in this cocoon.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that was weird. I felt you in my brain, and I spoke to people, and I feel like they saw me naked. Oh my God, I'm naked.
Aren't you always?
Sometimes I like to wear this little hat. It's just a little pointy, like, brimmed hat.
I was about to say it's only a hat or a cape that I remember.
Yeah, like it's like a capelet, a mantle,
Like a napkin.
a little string, and like a napkin. What do they call those? A capelet? A manlet?
A manlet? I don't think that's right.
It's a mantle or a capelet. I don't know what else they would be called.
Isn't
Tiny
it
little
like
capes.
caplet? I don't think it's a capelet. I think it's a caplet.
A caplet? Why would it be a caplet?
Capulets?
If you turn it around, it's a bib.
Yeah, kind of.
Yep. Okay, so
Epaulets. There we go. Took me a second.
epaulets. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Epilepsy. That's what I got. Epaulets.
Oh no, epaulets are like the pauldron
The
things.
shoulder things,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're the things with the little draperies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have just those. It's like a little bit. It's like a little billowy thing in the back, made of leaves.
A shawl?
Oh.
That might be a little closer.
That weird thing that they made us wear so we wouldn't show our shoulders at prom
Yeah.
Yes.
because our,
So
our
right,
shoulders
though.
would turn men to sin.
Yep.
I was trying to find an example. I have like.
Don't show your shoulders or your ankles.
I wonder what I did with it.
I
They
think
will
I'm showing
push you
both
to
of
do
them.
things that cannot be righteously fulfilled.
Yeah, the 1910s called.
I lost
Or
my
just
button.
going to Catholic school, but I don't know.
Anywho, so we're back. I guess you guys followed suit, right? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. You will be able to see Aster's father finishing another speech. Seems like it happened pretty quickly and it was fairly short. But he just ends by saying the words Prajak and Krojak. And Aster, you know exactly what these are. The giant double doors of like branches, bushes, and leaves are gonna like unravel back, revealing a tremendous arena on the other side with a bunch of things set up, mostly naturally, but like intentionally things have been shifted around. There's boulders, there's trees, like small groups of trees. There are like fashioned hoops that are just floating in the sky at various heights and like kind of slowly shifting up and down. The boulders on the ground are like shifting around on the ground in seemingly random patterns, and the trees look like they're like if anything like blows by like a leaf, they get like whipped. It looks like a living obstacle course. And then on the other side of the arena will be I guess for lack of a better word, a pitch with that's like perfectly drawn out into this humongous rectangle. By humongous, I mean like imagine 4 football fields, all together, that whole size, with an object in the middle. It's far enough away you guys can't really tell what it is, but there's like an object in the middle and a platform on the end of each side. Clearly this is a type of contest or a game that will be happening, and we will talk about that when we're back. We're gonna take another quick break.
Nice.
Here we go. Sweet. All right, we're back. Hey, it's time for the main event. Aster, you know exactly what's happening, and people are getting set up. You also know that the obstacle course race is open to literally anybody that wants to participate. Shifting is allowed, not required. Anybody who is unable to shift but would like to, with some limitation, there is another potion that's been concocted for that. Otherwise, people can participate as they are. Rules of the obstacle course race, which is happening first, include full contact is allowed and encouraged. You are, as long as you don't shoot to kill, as it were, you are allowed to use whatever means you choose. Again, no killing, basically no incapacitating or killing. It is an obstacle course race, and like I described, you saw some of the things that are going on. And then later will be the game of Prozac, which is going to be limited in participation, but any of you still could. Any of you in this party still could. Same thing. Shifting allowed and encouraged, not required. And this is all explained to you before everybody just starts filtering into the observation area for the obstacle course.
Icarus would like to grab a shifting potion, and honestly, he's gonna grab a few extra ones and be like, "Oh yeah, they're for my group," and he's just like really curious to see what he becomes. And he's gonna pocket some for later just in case.
Okay. So these are a homebrewed creation. These are filters of shifting. And it will be explained to you, so you don't have to like identify or anything. They allow some, excuse me, someone who does not innately have shifting ability to shift within the rules of shifting up to a creature of CR level 1 that you have seen before.
Or like a full wild shape, not like just the shifter feat.
Sorry, yes, wild shaping. Why am I saying
Okay.
shifting? Wild shaping, yes.
Cool. That's fun. And he just has like blurp into his bag.
They are like they're small vials of blue liquid, and they're like shaking as if they like contain small animals in them themselves. So you have to like handle it as you're putting it in your bag. Would anyone like to participate in the Krojak?
Oh hell yeah.
Courtney, want to, but Juno will forego doing it because there's a good chance I'm going to drop out of the call.
Okay.
But I'll be there to help with guidance and healing and stuff.
Don't worry, sis. I'll bring home a trophy.
You better, otherwise I'll be disappointed.
Also, were you saying something?
Ulta will not be joining, but she will cast a lot of buffing spells on people accordingly.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll help cheat to win.
Aster, you would know that this is absolutely allowed in.
Yeah, it's like kind of
Yeah.
an anything goes outside is like actually hurting people.
Yeah. Okay, so Aster and Icarus.
Sure.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
All right, Icarus, are you going to go as you are or take a potion?
I'm gonna. I feel like I should take it like as the game's beginning. I feel like I shouldn't tell people what I am before the game, right? I feel like
yeah,
I'm trying to overthink the competitive aspect.
yeah. The people who are lining up at the start line are like lining up as they are, as their druid form, and you can tell that they're like a bunch of them are like looking at each other and smirking and getting ready.
All right, Aster, we need a game plan. What are we doing?
What do you mean? You just go for it. It's about being adaptable. It's not necessarily planning on going in, because that place is gonna change, and all these people here are gonna change too.
Okay. Okay. I have an idea.
I'm going over to the monster list here.
Yeah, and Hyacinth, you'll want the same thing. Creatures of CR 1 or lower, if you want to shift into anything.
Oh, not monstrosity. I want these. There we go.
Oh, this is not a good list. Wait a second. Oh goodness, some of these are funny. Gonna keep that one open.
Here's the other downside for those of you who would have to take the potion. I forgot to mention this. Normally for wild shaping, you like retain your mental traits. Using this potion, you would not. You would actually take on all of the traits of the creature that you shift into, wild shape into. I keep saying shifting. You'll still be able to retain your own like personal thoughts and consciousness and everything, but you will take on all the actual stats of the creature you've changed into.
Okay. And rules. Monster. Beast. Challenge rating 0 to 1. Okay. All right, I think I'm ready.
Same.
Nice. Aster's father is going to stand at the like off to the side of the starting line with his hands raised in the air, and just silently brings them down. Aster, you know this is the indication to go, and everyone around you just like immediately this flutter of feathers and fur and teeth and claws are happening around you as people change into everything from cat creatures to birds to like bears, everything in between, and just absolutely take off. What do you guys do?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, Aster is going to, get her running start going, and wild shape into a giant owl.
Nice.
I'm going to use my action to cast Flock of Familiars, and I'm gonna summon 3 doves, and then I'm gonna drink my potion. As I'm running, I'm gonna shift into a giant swan,
Nice.
and then the doves are gonna hide in my like feathers, so that I can like dispense multiple birds to help.
Oh shit, projectile birds, love it.
Oh my god.
They're like,
Actually angry birds.
Yes.
my thought was like, like those like Gundam games and stuff. It's like the swarm bots.
Nice. Excellent. I love it. All right.
I probably overthought this way too much, but I was trying to play
No,
smart.
I love this. This is great.
This is great. Okay, so your first obstacle comes before you. It is one of these boulders that's been kind of slowly shifting around, but it's almost as if it was like whatever spell is affecting it is like a proximity trigger, because it all of a sudden starts going like really fast, and it's in a completely random pattern. So, how would you, Aster, first like to avoid this boulder?
Well, I'm kind of hoping that I can like throughout a lot of these obstacles kind of rely on the flyby ability of giant owls.
Okay.
Don't know if it necessarily applies here because it's not really going after anybody, but flyby is not provoking opportunity attacks when flying out of reach.
Right. Got it. Okay, so you avoid one aspect of this. However, you know that there are multiple tricks to any of these obstacles, so something else is coming. You will need to make a Constitution save.
Okay. Figure out what Owl's constitution was. Not very good. It's a +1. No, that's a
Ooh. Okay. All of you are going to see. You can see Aster basically like try to fly by or over this boulder, and several others are going to do the same thing, and you'll mostly hear actually this like thunderous boom. A shatter spell has been cast off of the top of this boulder at you, and that's going to give you 13 thunder damage.
I'm still an owl. Let's go.
And you can tell that because of this, some people were able to avoid it better than you. So you're a little behind the head of the pack now. Icarus, same question to you, but be honest, because you were basically all together. Yes.
Can I ask how, like, if Corndog and I are there to be supportive, can we only take reaction actions, or can we take actions? Because, like, if
could I send
watching
like
this
guidance?
happen, Ulta would have reacted to that happening to Aster.
Yeah. So this is.
You know what I mean? Like, but I don't want to like cut off what is happening either. But I know she would have been like, "No, not right now. We're gonna help my friend."
No, you can absolutely interrupt. This is not. There's no, in my mind, there's no like good initiative order way to do this. So if you guys want to react to something, it's just a loose. It's more theater of the mind. Do the things you want to do. We don't have to worry about like action, bonus action, action economy overall. Blah blah blah. So yes, if you
Okay.
want to react, go for it.
Yeah, so she would have shouted to Aster, I'm sorry, I know you can shift back, but I'm really sorry about this. And she would have casted gaseous form to give her advantage on her constitution saving throw.
Ooh, nice. Okay, reroll that.
Ooh,
Or
well,
do your second roll
let's
for
see.
advantage.
See if I can roll over a 10 even.
Oh.
Never mind, so sorry.
Listen,
so
I
cursed.
appreciate I appreciate the thought.
Oh man. Juno, did you want to do something too?
I'm gonna cast guidance on Icarus to give them a D4.
Nice. Okay, Icarus, what are you doing?
So my goal is to use keen perception or keen sight, I believe it is, to kind of notice the traps before, and even if it slows me down a little bit, steer clear of them. So like see the boulder, move further away, even if it gives me a movement penalty, just in case anything like else is happening with them, because that's like the one trait I have. So I know I have 80 feet flying instead of 60. So because of that, I'm hoping that I can stretch a little extra distance in to avoid things.
Okay, so I like that. Let's get creative with this. This is going to be an athletics check, but we will, since you're relying on sight to basically like avoid it. I know keen sight specifically says perception, but let's go ahead and add the advantage because you're thinking of using that
Okay.
to help yourself out.
So roll a d20. Okay, I'm just gonna roll 2 d20s then. 3 and a 10, and they're both +3, so it would be a 13, and then I'll add my d4 for the guidance. That's a 14. I got a 1.
All right, the DC for this was actually only 12, so
Cool.
you're able to successfully weave through the giant boulder's pattern, and actually you're a little bit ahead of Aster right now, toward the front of the pack, not by much though. Both of you make a dex save, please.
Right.
Okay. Slightly better. It's a +2 with these.
6 +3. That's a 9. Am I not proficient in any saves? That's weird.
Yeah, generally the like lower CR beasts don't really have a whole lot of those.
Yeah.
Once you get like higher up in CRs, like I want to say like past like 4 and stuff, you start seeing that more.
I was confused because it said I had a proficiency bonus, then didn't give it to me for anything. So I was
Yeah,
like,
like you
huh.
might have some skills, but that's
Okay.
about it.
Yeah. Okay, so the 21 on Aster, what was yours?
9.
9. Okay. Both of you, and this happens to like multiple people in the group. There's I'm gonna say over 100 competitors doing this right now, and a lot of the wild shaped people in the group do resort to some hand-to-hand combat tactics with this race. So both of you have another winged creature, I'll say like a vulture and another giant owl, dive bomb you. And Aster, you're able to avoid yours, but Icarus, you get hit. You're gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you are set back a little bit. You and Aster about even with each other, kind of in the middle of the pack.
Could I, as a reaction, have let go of one of my birds to attack it back and distract it?
Absolutely. Do it.
All right, release a bird.
Is there an attack roll for this?
I
Or are we
mean,
just
they're
flavoring it?
familiars, so I don't
Okay.
think they can technically attack, but they can take the distract action to
Yeah.
harm or help.
Okay.
So that would make their attack with disadvantage or my attack with advantage.
Got it.
Like,
Okay.
I guess I could attack back, but I don't want to give up my action.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna say it's gonna distract them and set you a little bit ahead again, just as
Okay.
like the flavor thing for, because this is an actual fight. It's a race with added flavors. Okay, your next obstacle is a floating ring that is like randomly changing size in the air, and people are having a hard time like gauging where they're supposed to be, and some people are flying right past it and then they have to like circle back around. There seems to be an understanding that you have to pass through this ring. Some of them like straight up bump into it because it changed size randomly, and that they ran into it and start to fall from the sky. Anything specific that either of you would like to do to make it through this ring?
I'm gonna give a signal to Aster, and I'm gonna try to go through it first to try to help her gauge the size.
Okay.
So like me going first can gauge like how fast it changes or like how quick it actually like closes in. So I'm hoping that'll help them get through it.
Aster, are you letting this happen, or is there anything in particular you want to do?
Yeah, I'll let that happen. What is the size of a giant swan? Is it just large?
According to this sheet, I'm large.
Okay. Because yeah, after you do that, my kind of idea would be to potentially use my proficiency in stealth to like squeeze as tiny as I possibly can with my wings folded in as I kind of like dive through the hoop.
Oh yeah, like how birds fly up and dive bomb down, just like tuck in wings.
I'm just like I'm living my best like Guardians of Gahul moment with like being an owl, and I'm just thinking a lot of like those physics at this point.
Nice. Okay, so Icarus, I need you to roll a d4.
Oh boy, is this how big it is?
Yes.
2.
Okay, it changes to small.
Oh great.
Are you able to make it?
Small, like the literal size.
The
of,
actual
like,
size,
creatures?
small, 5x5. Yeah.
No.
You're too big.
I'm large.
Okay. All right. It shrinks on you, and you end up bumping into it and kind of falling back a bit. Now, Aster, you need to roll a d4, but we're going to have you. What size are you right now?
I'm large.
Okay. Roll a d4 plus 1
Okay.
because you're using your
5.
thing. Nice.
Wow.
Okay. It enlarges more than enough for you to fly through unscathed. And then Icarus, you're able to quickly follow right after. So now Aster's ahead.
You know how like swans have the long neck? I
Uh-huh.
think like it closes on me and my like long neck is hooked in it as I'm like dangling. I'm like, wait.
Nice.
Um,
All right. There's we're gonna actually play through one more obstacle, but the theme here should tell us that there's like a whole bunch of obstacles. It's like a mile-long course. But we're gonna do one more significant one here. The snapping trees. Oh, hi, corn dog.
Corn dog.
We knew that
We'll
was gonna
miss you.
happen.
Yeah, we knew, but
Rest
it's
in
so
peace.
sad.
Let me shift you guys. And okay, while I'm fixing this, Aster, since you're ahead, the snapping trees that you need to stay within a certain distance of them in order to pass the obstacle. Is there anything in particular you would like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think employing like kind of both the skills I was talking about for the previous obstacles. I think the stealth here of like maintaining that line and like maybe even tempting a little bit. The same with the flyby to maybe not get snacked by these trees.
Okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted fixing this thing. Can you say that one more time?
No worries. Just kind of employing kind of both the abilities from the last two obstacles I was talking about, like maybe the stealth of like, you know, really toeing that line, maybe being able to like get a little bit more leeway, either way, and maybe like a little bit of the like flyby action to I don't know, not get smacked by these trees.
Okay, I need to see this fly by again.
Yeah, the owl doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Oh, okay. Opportunity attacks. Well, guess what this is? An opportunity attack.
Yeah.
So you and other owls will fly through unscathed, and these trees are going to be whipping at everybody, pretty much everybody else. Icarus, you're bringing up the back half here. What would you like to do?
Icarus goes, oh shit, that would have been smart. Gets hit by a tree.
Okay, if you're just flying through, you need to make a dex save.
All right.
See if you can react well enough to the branches flying at you to avoid them.
Oh, nice. That's a 4. So that would be +3. So that's a 7.
Ulta would have also seen this happening and cast gaseous form to attempt to make this much easier for them, so that they
Nice.
could get advantage
Counterspell.
on their saving.
Oh,
Just kidding. Wouldn't have done that. Sorry.
roll it again, Hyacinth. Let's see if you can do better. DC is 12.
That was actually lower. That was a 3, which makes it
Oh.
a 6.
Ulta's help is just not landing. Nice. Okay, you're gonna get smacked off to the side by one of these branches. You're gonna take 4 bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna like send out my birds, like, go on without me.
All right. Aster, I need you to roll a D10 minus 2. Icarus, I would like you to roll. Where did I land with? Did I write that? Yes. 3d10 straight up.
Uh-oh.
Wait, that
16.
doesn't work the way I need it to. It's going to be 3d10 plus 10. That's what it's going to be.
Oh, okay.
26.
26. All right. Out of 100 competitors, after your performance and all the help that was attempted, Aster comes in 5th place.
Hey, yo.
Icarus comes in 26th. Out of 100. That's not bad.
Out of 100, yeah.
I've never turned into a bird before. We're gonna say it's because of that.
I mean, that's fair. That's like a completely other set of anatomy.
Icarus, you could probably chalk that up to like first time actually wild shaping into something, like being in another animal's body, you know? Good stuff. There's all sorts of jeering and cheering and like playful taunting happening with like the people who were backing individual competitors in this, and it's an overall positive end of the race here. Sorry, Hyacinth, you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say I'm just gonna stay a bird for the shits and giggles of it, but that's it.
It lasts for up to an hour with the potion.
Big bird.
Okay, there is, again, this is just opportunity for you guys to do things if you want to. It's not like necessary or required or anything, but Aster, you would know there is some time between the end of this and the beginning of the project match. If there's anything you guys want to do.
I mean, it should be actively kind of trying to take a short rest to maybe get that wild shape back.
I'd say an hour's fair, yeah.
Okay.
Ulta, I don't know if a short rest would benefit you with those spells that you cast, but no? Okay.
It's fine. I mean, unless like this place starts to go up in flames, and then we might be fucked, but it's fine.
No.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Oh, go ahead.
hopefully the dragons can't find us here.
Yeah. All right, and now is the opportunity for the Rajak game. Is this something that you all are going to watch, or would anybody like to participate?
Let's play! Capture the flag! I'm ready.
I got confused. I thought the obstacle course was capture the flag. That's why I summoned all those birds.
No.
Oh.
I was hoping the birds would get the flag for me.
Got it.
Yeah, I'll jump in on this one.
Nice.
I guess so.
Same.
It's
All of
been an
you?
hour, right? So I'm not a
Nice.
bird anymore.
That's correct. Yes. But you do have more potions.
You do
Yes.
have more potions.
All right. So, again, the rules were wild shaping is commonly used. So you have the option of those potions if you would like. Otherwise, you can go as you are. This is full contact. You can use anything that is at your disposal as you are or in a wild shape form if you take one. You are not allowed to intentionally incapacitate or kill anyone. We can just thematically say you're intending to pull your punches. Otherwise, just use what you have as it is. And it is a... Did we say the number of competitors? Heck.
Teams like should be of 7. I'm not sure how many teams we're really going for though.
I read it as a 1v1, just like one team versus another team. Okay, teams of 7, which means let's assume Juno's here with you. If anybody would like to pilot Juno, that means 2 more other competitors are going to join you. P.S. That's just going to be for flavor. We're just going to talk through what you guys want to do and see who comes out the victor. So, like I said,
we're allowed to use magic, right?
Absolutely, anything at your disposal, as long as it isn't like Finger of Death. There's no way to pull your punch on Finger of Death. You know, stuff like that.
Okay.
Why does Corndog use light mode? It hurts my eyes. I'm looking at the character.
Because she's unhinged in real life.
Okay.
If you
So
met
after
That that's fair.
there's going to be a little pomp and circumstance to like get the crowd going and like introduce, like, here's team 1, here's team 2. But again, like I said, there's like a platform on either side, and the platform is 60 feet in the air. And the object of the game is to get that idol onto that platform. We're going to walk through some improvised mechanics to like progress that either way. But there is essentially just like a firework that goes off, like somebody shot off a fireball into the air, and you know that means go. There are 7 competitors on the other team. Everybody's just kind of going full bore toward the idol. And this is loose initiative. You guys don't have to go in any particular order, but I'm going to say it's 1 full turn per person until everybody gets one thing, like does 1 turn, and then we can rinse and repeat.
Okay. I'll go first if no one minds.
Go for it.
I cast invisibility at 6th level, and I get everyone in the party to just whoop.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
All right. Anything else?
I guess I'll advance towards the flag at my normal speed, and I go wild, everybody.
All right.
You only get 1.
So again, this arena is huge. I'm just gonna take movement as like you used your movement to go toward, and then like loose units of distance to gauge how far people are. All right, who's next?
Is it openly known where the flag is?
Yeah, the idol's like right in the middle of the arena on a platform that's only like 5 feet off the ground. It's easily grabbable by pretty much anybody that's on the ground.
And you did invisibility, not greater, right?
Yeah, greater
Okay,
invisibility
yeah.
doesn't upcast.
No worries. I just have to make sure. This is like, okay, yeah, it's attacks or casts a spell, so like even if it's not an offensive spell,
Mm-hmm.
that's a problem. Okay, that's okay. But does wild shaping count? Is that
No, that is a
No?
feature. You are
Okay.
not casting a spell. Yup.
fantastic? Okay. Because I mean, if we're just going for speed at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and go giant eagle at this point.
Nice.
So be an invisible giant eagle that can fly 80 feet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
will-
looking at.
I guess I'll consume another potion and giant swan up. You grab
a
one, I'll
giant
grab the
invisible
other.
Swan.
So, heck, just to make sure I understand correctly, that was an action to
To
shape,
wild shape.
and then you're
movement
moving?
to fly 80. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. and bright, just to make sure I got the right spell. This is invisibility, the concentration up to 1 hour thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ulta.
I think Hyacinth was going.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just wild shape into the giant swan, and I'll grab Ulta or Spunk or whoever needs a ride, and then whatever's next.
How do you see them though?
Yeah, you can't see them.
Rah!
We can't see each other at all.
Aboard me!
Yeah, there's no way they would actually know you're going for this.
Truly, and also Ulta has very much experienced Aster dropping wild shape from attacks and like having negative consequences for such things. So there is no way she would be like, yeah, I'm gonna get on a wild shaped creature, because there is a solid chance I'll be falling 70 feet to my death. Like,
Yeah, you know, that's fair.
I remember in early games there was like a game where we played where you were a giant spider, and I remember like you falling so many feet, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's smart.
Oh man.
It was
Excellent.
fine. We ended up fine. But still, I understand.
Okay, so Hyacinth, you changed and advanced as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Ulta.
Yeah, so she's just going to, so she's going to utilize her Gathered Swarm, which is also, since it's part of her, it would also be invisible, since they're like spectral and just her, basically, which moves me an extra 5 feet on that, but then, she will Rising Tide herself for an extra 10 feet in the air forward.
Nice.
Flying speed of 10 feet. So she's gonna go like, I don't know, 45 feet.
Nice. Okay. All of you, why is there not a thing for this?
Actually, instead of moving forward, I think I would have dropped back to play defense.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, that works.
Seeing like a bird come by with a flag and just fireballing it.
I can't hurt them, but I can do
You
other
can't
things.
You
Kill
can
them.
hurt them. You can hurt them.
Oh,
Yes.
Good.
It's full contact hurting. People will get hurt playing this game.
Finger of Death is because it would insta kill.
Right. That's the example I used because there's like no way to pull your punch on Finger of Death specifically. But like thematically speaking, something like a fireball or a lightning bolt, we could say I'm not going for a kill, and like if it would max out their hit points, it just knocks them unconscious instead.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go play D.
Sweet. All right. 4 of the 7 competitors on the other side are going to wild shape and just full war toward the idol. 2 of them are creatures on the ground. I'm going to say like a wolf and a big cat. I don't know what big cats are in D&D, but we don't need to get
Jaguar?
bogged down with
Panther?
it.
Lions,
There's definitely
tigers.
panthers.
Yeah, let's do panther, and a wolf, a giant wolf and a panther, advancing toward the idol in plain sight, and then the other, like one is gonna drop back as well, like kind of staying on the ground next to the big platform, and the other 2 are going to begin to cast spells, and all of you can tell that these spells are being cast just like at random because they can't see you. Does anybody want to do anything about these spells before they actually happen?
No.
Yeah, no, I was just like,
I moved back,
well,
so I can't.
fuck it, we ball.
I'm gonna say fuck ranges. This is a complete theater of the mind thing. Very loose on the mechanics.
No, because that's casting a spell. No, I'm good.
Okay. There's nothing for invisibility as far as like dex saves, but I feel like there should be. So I'm gonna say because they're casting these spells in random locations, I'm gonna give you some stuff for dex saves for Aster, Icarus, and Ulta. but they're going to be at advantage and plus your proficiency.
Actually, if you're nearby me, I don't know if you are because we're invisible, but you get +4 because paladin features don't technically leave. So,
unless the Aster and Ulta, unless you meant to like intentionally separate, I'm going to say you can benefit from that.
Okay.
13 plus 4.
Does that make that a 22?
22.
Nice.
21.
Nice. Okay, so because Fireball thematically doesn't work here, here's what I'm doing. Fireball is a half damage if you save, full damage if you don't. Spoiler alert: they cast a couple fireballs at you guys, but because you're invisible, they cast it in random directions. So what I'm doing is, if you save by a certain amount, it wasn't even close enough to you to give you the half damage. And then within a certain range, it's half damage no matter what. And then if you just full failed, then you're going to take the full hit. All of you saved by more than 5. So these two explosions happen like mid-air, kind of between you sometimes, and like way off in the distance for you, Spunk. They clearly had no idea where you guys were and fully missed all of you as a result. Back to you guys. Same thing, loose
Flying
initiative.
More. I'm flying till I get there. I can go 160 a turn if I dash.
Hell yeah, nice.
Yeah, I have the same speed, 80 to 165 dash, and I know I can't see Aster now, but if I do end up seeing Aster appear, I will maul whoever makes them appear.
Nice.
So I'm gonna try to play defensive, even though I know I can't see them yet, but I'm keeping my eyes open for that.
Okay.
Because swans get multi-attack.
Oh my god! That's incredible.
This wasn't just a skin; it's a real creature, and it does have multi-attack.
I mean, giant eagles do, but that's not that surprising.
Honestly, I think it's like a real stat block that's just the giant eagle stat block, but it's official in D&D Beyond. So
Nice.
That's nice.
Spunk, Ulta, anything in particular?
I'll let Alta go first since I'm playing defense.
How far away am I from the thing?
2 turns of movement.
2 turns of movement?
Yes.
Alright. She's gonna do the same thing again. Let me make sure that she can do both of them again. Oh yeah, she can. Yeah, she's just trying to move fast.
Okay. Spunk?
If anyone makes it to me, it looks like I have a wand of fear that someone didn't take from a treasure pile, so I whip out that thing.
Nice.
And whoever comes over here, let's see here. Yeah, I can use it as a cone. I'll try to aim it, and I'll burn 2 charges to aim it at whoever comes nearby. Not casting a spell and it's not attacking, so
Nice.
I'm just gonna blast people with that thing every time they come near the flag.
Okay. Everybody went, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. On the other side, the couple, there are 3, I guess, that did not wild shape are going to simultaneously begin casting a spell. It's as if they're working together on it. Any reactions?
No, nothing I can do as an eagle.
Okay. You're going
I
to
hang on.
Oh, sorry.
How far away are they from me where I am at?
don't worry about ranges for like limitations on things. We're just going full theater of the mind, and Do what you can. Don't worry about how far away they are, unless it helps if they're like closer versus farther away.
Hang on. I'm trying to get to it. I've got a lot of things. There it is. Okay, so no, I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. Nope. I'm sorry. Disregard.
Okay.
I changed my mind because I don't like the way that it reads and I don't want to mess with it.
Okay.
You said it's 3 people focusing on one spell?
Yes.
I'll dive down towards them.
Okay.
And then, as they are like actually going to cast it, I'll drop the wild shape and cast counterspell.
Ooh.
Because it's 3 people focusing on one spell, which means one counterspell can get rid of all of it.
That is how
So-
this would work. Yes, this is a very homebrewed thing that I don't think I ever told you guys about this, but I did it in my other game and it was really well received. So I like to do basically any number of people can help with casting a spell as long as they can also cast that same spell to make it more powerful. And it uses the action economy as if they're acting simultaneously, still uses their spell slot, etc., blah blah blah, but it like enhances the power of the spell itself. So it is, yes, still one single spell. You're going to attempt to counterspell.
I will also deploy my doves before I dive down, just so they can still help if they need to.
Okay.
So they're following after. They'll be a little bit behind now, though, because they don't move quite as fast.
Nice. Okay, this is going to be, what are you counterspelling at? What level?
3rd.
Okay, you will need to roll.
And it is essentially a spell attack, right?
Yes.
So.
Well, it's a
Plus your
It's this-
spellcasting mod.
D20 with your spellcasting mod. Yeah.
20.
Oh, nice. Okay, you're going to see the start of like an almost tornado-like structure appear in the sky above this arena, with like a cone starting to form, and see lightning and hear thunder, and then you counterspell and it completely dissipates as fast as it started. They attempted a call lightning spell.
Of a mass scale.
Yup.
Oh, God.
And it was actually at level 9. The way I do this is you add, like, for every person that adds to it, it's at that same level. So it would have been a level
Oh my
9 call
God.
lightning, and you rolled a fucking 20.
Ah,
Nice.
Wow.
going in clutch. Holy
Huge.
Can you
Huge.
imagine just like a lightning tornado that just massacres
shit.
everyone?
Pretty much. Like, good God.
Yeah, nice.
All
Good
right.
work. Okay.
So we don't need to pull punches.
you do not need to put, no, I mean, thematically you're pulling punches, but like everybody's going full bore.
Yeah.
Okay, Aster, you need to make I want to say an athletics check,
Okay.
but I will entertain arguments for something else. What's happening now is you have met the idol at the same time as one other competitor. This is basically a joust to see who is able to grab it between the two of
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
Can I use my birds to give disadvantage to the enemy?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Athletics is dex, right?
Strength,
Strength, okay.
but they be
Uh,
strong.
Can I do something as a reaction to that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, okay, this is where I have to get a little technical, because technically you can't see that. You can see the other competitor meeting the idol right now, but you can't see that Aster's getting there at the same time.
Ah, okay. Well, never mind then. I won't mess with it.
Okay.
Yeah, visibility is hard.
Yeah.
18.
18. Oh, 21.
Oh.
Okay, you actually you collide a little bit mid-air. And so Ulta, if there is something you want to do, now you can see that like this other competitor collided with something, and it's safe to assume that it's one of your allies, but you can see that the other competitor, who is also a giant eagle, has the idol now and is started to turn around.
Okay, Alta's going to see that somebody just tried to cast a really high level fucking spell at all of us and be like, what the fuck? And just go ahead and cast her own 7th level. Come out of invisibility completely fine. She doesn't give a shit about that anymore.
Nice.
7th level magic missile at the person holding the idol.
Oh
Yo.
shit!
Oh, that's gonna take him out of wild shape.
Nice.
Oh, that's crazy.
There's no way it went unless you rolled like so low.
Well, that's not real.
7th level. That's
so many missiles.
what?
That's
9?
9 missiles.
Yeah. 18. Okay, they're still wild shaped, but they are well over bloodied. You can tell. I gotta write this down.
Since I'm also by their friends, I'm gonna hold an attack for them to get into range of my longbow.
That was 18. Okay.
Oh, you can
Nice.
only roll 1d4 for yours? Wild.
I know. I love rolling the like massive handful.
Yeah,
of click
deluge those d4s,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, it's one of those weird ones where it's 1d4 and then the same damage applies to all of the bolts. Oh, but isn't it +1?
Does it?
It's
is
a
it
1.
actually?
Yeah.
I never have played it that way. That's wild.
Yeah, as written, that's how it is.
Oh.
Some DMs like to do it where you roll all of them separately,
Yeah.
but yeah, as written, it's one roll and that applies to all the bolts.
The
My
more
only
you
question is,
know.
if I cast that as my action, do I still get a bonus action because that came from the wand?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. She's going to cast Guardian of Nature, the Primal Beast, on Aster.
Ooh.
So you'll gain strength-based attack rolls with advantage and any melee weapon attacks. You'll deal an extra d6.
Hang on, I don't know if this works. Magic missile. Okay, so even though it was from the wand, it is still a leveled spell that you used an action to cast. So if you cast another spell, it has to be a bonus action cantrip.
Alright, check. Then I can't do it. Never mind.
Okay.
How high is the person flying?
They just grabbed the idol, and you can tell they're starting to go the other way. They're only 5 feet off the ground.
I'm going to wait until they start to pick up elevation, and I'm going to cast sleep.
Oh, so you're like holding an action on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna like
Okay.
wait like one turn of movement and then cast sleep.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Because I don't have that much HP. You're probably gonna get it.
Wait, oh, I guess I could cast it like as they're on the ground. I guess it serves the same purpose either way.
Yeah, this is
I,
like,
I
wow,
had a
that's
thing that
so
like
mean.
thinking the idol was in the air. No, I'll just cast sleep as is.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, full contact with the fucking ground. Like,
Okay, so you're holding that. Did everybody go that wanted to do something?
Let me roll the hit dice that are affected.
oh my
2,
god.
3, 4,
Why
5.
isn't now? Yeah, unless you roll some. Well, actually,
16.
that might still work.
16 HP.
Okay. So it's now the other side's turn. Yes, that eagle flew away. With the others being near it to kind of play defense, and the other three still kind of in the back. This 11 does put that one to sleep, and it will they will fall to the ground, hit the ground from 30 feet in the air. No, 40. Damn. Where is this?
Horrible.
3D.
I figured if they're a high enough level druid that they're casting a 9th level spell on us, they're not gonna die immediately.
Yeah, they're fine, but like, it's funny to think about. It's like, yes, a full contact sport, but like, we
Yup.
haven't actually hit any of them. It's just been very indirect.
Yep.
Technically, I didn't hit him. The ground did.
Exactly.
Okay, so they fall to the ground and just absolutely nail the ground, and you can tell that this was enough to kill the eagle, which means they change back into their normal form.
Oh, that was dumber than I. Because now they're awake again.
That's okay.
I mean, it still stopped them because now it's only like basically one turn of movement away, and now this person is lying prone on the ground, conscious, but no longer in the form of an eagle.
Yeah, I'll use my movement to try to get over to try to catch up with them for the thingamajig.
Okay, that would put you basically at the idol. Oh wait, no, that your this was on their turn, so the other guys are going to start to move toward it. So they're getting closer now. Now it's back to you guys, and yes, you can use your movement to move toward it if you want to.
I would like to snatch the idol if possible.
Okay, that is
And then-
possible.
Is
I will
there
cast
only one
invisibility
idol?
on myself.
Yeah, there is only one idol.
So it's not 2 flags.
Nope, it is one that everybody's fighting over until it lands on one side,
Gotcha.
like on the platform. Yeah.
So earlier when I was playing defense made no sense whatsoever because there's no thing to defend.
Well, I didn't I didn't want to question. I thought you were going for like if your team was coming back and being followed, then you could play defense against the other guys.
No. Yeah, no, I don't. I thought there were 2 flags because Aster
I
screamed
also
capture
thought,
the flag.
Yeah, I also thought that because capture the flag. It's
Got it.
fine. No worries. It's working out. It's still working out.
We can just say you're in the middle if you would have flipped around with your intention of defense.
I may change something.
Okay.
You let the others do their things, and then I might come up in
Okay.
the tail end of it.
Well, if Icarus managed to grab the idol, I would like to snatch Icarus and just fly him away.
Yeah.
towards our-
Okay.
It's okay. I'll ride you, even though you could drop me to my death. But just in case, I'll cast invisibility on you, on me.
I'm still invisible.
Oh,
So it looks like you're like.
So it
because
looks
if
like you're
I
just flying.
Like, grab like your arms. It looks like you're T-posing through the sky.
then I will cast invisibility on myself just in case, so that we're both invisible.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh,
Because I feel like I could get shot down T-posing in the sky.
yeah, you're right. It's
Nice.
a funny visual though.
There's like a second of it before I realize I have to go invisible.
Nice. Anything else for the rest of you?
I'm gonna drop the invisibility now that everybody has come out of it to some degree. And having kind of just like sat and like watched everything that went on for the past few rounds, the minute I see Aster grab onto Hyacinth, who's holding the idol, I'll cast Haste on Aster.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
so fast.
Yep.
That's 320 feet around, right? And then another action you can
Jesus.
dash with.
360 because you do 180, right?
No, I do 160. It's 80 foot
yeah.
fly speed, so
Yeah, so 320 up.
320. Oh
And then
my
you get another action which you can use to dash again, right?
Yeah.
So that makes it 320 plus 160 is 480.
Mhm.
Jesus. Nice.
You fly to the other country on accident.
Break the sound barrier. Flying
Yup.
it back.
Like actually though.
Woo. Ulta, anything for you? I forget if you went this round.
She would cast web on anybody who's attempting to go after them.
Ooh.
Oh, there are
Dig it.
several. Yeah.
Mr. Cougar is still over there.
Web is such a cool spell.
Dope.
So yeah, there's the one panther and the one giant eagle.
Whichever one is closer, so I suppose probably the eagle. It would be like a square that just grapple them down to the ground.
Nice.
Isn't the
then you're
eagle
doing-
the guy I quote unquote killed?
Oh yes.
So
But
he's a human now, but there's the panther still.
there's the panther, and there were 2 of each. So it's
Oh, okay.
2 eagles, 2 panthers, and then the 3 guys that didn't transform at all. Yeah. Deck save. Okay. You said the eagle?
Whoever's closest to Aster
Yeah, that would be the
and
eagle.
Icarus as they fly away.
17.
It's 15 is my spell save.
Okay, so yeah, they're gonna get slowed down by the fact that they have to dodge your web, but they are able to dodge around it and not actually get entrapped. I think that was everybody, right?
Yeah.
All right. You are so fucking fast at this point that I'm not gonna even have you do the save against fireball thing because there's just like no realistic
They
chance.
can't even see me.
Exact. Well, they can
You
see.
can't see me.
They can see Icarus.
Nope, they can't.
We're
No?
going too fast.
I'm also
Well,
invisible.
first off,
Oh, you
yeah.
are invisible now. Okay.
It's just like I don't have the invisibility spell on me anymore. I'm going so fast. Like I don't think anyone could humanly track that.
I mean, that's fair.
Within one movement, you triple the range of a fireball.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
You
Nuts.
outrun the fireball within 6 seconds.
Okay. Well, you're able to return the idol rather quickly, and you are the victors of the first Projac match. Nice. You are
Easy
met.
game for babies.
You are met with like thunderous cheering and applause. And Aster, as you know, there are several matches that go out through the rest of the evening of both amateurs and people who are much more experienced at this, and it's a thrilling and exciting almost close to the festival. Everybody's passive perception.
17.
Real high. 25.
16.
17.
Okay, Aster, as you guys are all kind of enjoying the festivities and the excitement of the matches after you, and kind of in between talking with people and being congratulated, you will get this like feeling. You know the feeling that like in real life, like somebody's looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
You get that feeling like somebody's looking at us. And you'll catch just for a moment before they arrive, you'll see out of the corner of your eye somebody who stands out in this crowd with extremely decorative but simple like fabric clothing. I'm struggling with words right now. But he's also carrying a bow that is incredibly ornate. It's got like this really intricate handle on in the middle, and it like bows out, like frays out at the top and at the bottom with this like flat, almost like a duck bill kind of look at the top and bottom, and this string that's like so taut that it doesn't even look like it wiggles. It looks like it's incredibly fresh and well crafted. You notice one of the very few elves that are a guest here participating in this festival. You notice him just for a second before he finishes walking toward you and says, "A thrilling performance by all of you." Icarus, you turn around to find who you know is Corey. And that's what we're going to end on.
Yeah.
I spoke it into existence. Now I'm terrified.
Here.
Yeah! It's happening. Excellent.
You thought I panicked at the last time.
Well, at least now you have a couple weeks to think about how you want to react. Anyway, that's going to be a wrap for tonight. Real quick, in the interest of time, we'll go around the table. Who are you? Who's your character? Anything you want to advertise that's happening for you in the TTRPG space coming up? And then we're out of here, starting with Heck.
Yeah, hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. You know, I'm here. I'm on your screen. And I played Aster, the Schefter Circle Wildfire Druid. You can find me all over the internet at Sir Heckalot, including Twitch, Itch, I guess Twitter as long as supplies last, etc., etc. Just find me. It's the best place to figure out where I'm going to be in the TTRPG space next, because I tend to wear a lot of hats and do a lot of things, and just be a lot of places. And it's gonna be probably changing a little bit as I enter clinics for fourth year. Um, but at least most notably, you can find myself, Corndog, and Chrissy not live on Monday for Neon Lights Oathsworn. We're gonna be playing a pre-recorded episode, but we're still gonna be in the chat. So if you want to hang out with us and watch the pre-recorded episode, we'd love to have you. And then on Tuesday the 30th, you can find me over on Magic Academy RPG. Um, we're gonna be playing like a wizard's lunch. I think it's a food-based one shot, and I'm essentially playing Ratatouille, and it's
Nice.
it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. It's a very chaotic party, and I don't even know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, those are the two big things, and that's it for me.
Go
Oh, you
ahead,
can't hear me.
Bright.
There you go.
Okay, I will. Hi, everybody. My name is Chris. You can find me on all forms of social media at ChrisTopiaVO. As that implies, I am also a voice actor. If you do not follow me on Twitch, do so. And if you can't follow me on Twitch, hire me in your voiceover projects. I need the work. Otherwise, catch us next Thursday on my channel where me, Sparrow, Joe, and Bo play Joe Baropovo. We play BG3 as a party, and we're in Act 3. So come check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm done. Hyacinth.
Baya, it's me, Hyacinth, playing Icarus, our paladin thing. And yeah, this is where you find me, with these lovely people, nowhere else. I'm exclusive for them. So, yeah, over to Corndog. Hi, I'm Corndog, and uh, I was gonna make my voice lower, but then I panicked and I made it higher. But I think Corndog normally says something like, "You can find me where Chrissy and Sir Heck are a lot of the time, and they're gonna talk about it because they're lovely." Chrissy.
Hello. I'm Chris Kritz. I play in this game. I play in the game that Heck talked about. I play in some other things. Hopefully, I'm going to play some more games with Bright. That might happen. Sorry. Are we not supposed to talk about that yet?
You can. It's like it's like a month and a week away, but yeah.
That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah,
Jazzed about it?
soon.
Uh,
Soon. You'll get another opportunity.
yeah. You'll find me all over the internet at Chrissy Kritz. Up to you, Magic.
All right, I'm Magic. Hey, there's this in 2 weeks. There is Tenements of the Great Rift, which is going to be our final episode this Sunday. It's gonna be a fun
Oh,
one.
shit.
We're gonna talk about the things that happen after the end of the big bad encounter, and then we are going to take a significant amount of time and like be out of character and kind of talk about the game. Some Q&A about the stuff because there was a lot of homebrew in there. Maybe some what ifs, basically anything the players want to talk about. And then that one is officially done, but there's more coming. Keep your eye on social media for announcements. And as of at least this table's next game, if not sooner, our community is going to be officially like fully open for people to join up, hang out, potentially get into games. It's going to be a whole thing. So again, keeping an eye on social media for announcements on all that stuff is the best way to go. And there, like I said, there's a new show starting actually this Sunday. I just realized it starts this Sunday. We're doing session 0 immediately after Tenements of the Great Rift, and it's going to be live streamed. So yeah, we'll see you then. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Yes.